A lot of tax cuts are just awful.
How so?
You don't have permission to film me.
Well, you can...
You didn't ask. It's not your ideology, Mr. Libertarian.
Whoa. What's going on here?
I just saw you corner my wife earlier, and you won't talk to people off camera. It seems like you're fishing for information, not really trying to get supporting the movement. You're just here to fish for information.
What do you think I should do differently?
Be honest about what you're doing.
How have I not been?
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by...
This is not the first cut I would have voted for, but in a sense, aren't all cuts good cuts in the sense that they reduce taxpayer expenditures?
No. A lot of tax cuts are just awful.
How so?
You don't have permission to film me.
Well, you can...
You didn't ask. It's not your ideology, Mr. Libertarian.
Whoa. What's going on here?
I just saw you corner my wife earlier, and you won't talk to people off camera. It seems like you're fishing for information, not really trying to get supporting the movement. You're just here to fish for information.
What do you think I should do differently?
Be honest about what you're doing.
How have I not been?
Talk to people off camera and explain what you're doing before you do it.
And how have I not done that?
What's up, Julian?
All right, anyway, where were we?
I wouldn't give him any information. He doesn't want to have a conversation with you outside of being videotaped. He just wants a soundbite. It's really unfortunate. I just tried to have a conversation with him. He literally verbatim said, "I'm not talking to you if we're not talking on camera."
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Verbatim, huh?
He's here just to get his own soundbite.
All right, so I guess you get to decide whether you trust her or trust me. If you want to talk to me, you can. If you don't have to.
Well, I'm with her, so I'm going to trust her.
I'm not talking to you unless I'm talking on camera. They'd be pretty offended too.
Okay. Anyway, who does want to talk to me? Who has an opinion that they are not afraid to share with me?
Who are you?
It's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com. It's a libertarian video blog.
Whatreport.com?
RidleyReport.com.
Ridley?
Correct.
What kind of political orientation?
Libertarian. So technically I'm against all funding for all things.
So go away, please.
Well, you're standing here in the public.
Just go away.
Well, now why? Why should I go away?
Because you're a piece.
Don't talk to us.
He's just trying to paint you guys as angry, scary, radicals. We're so scary. By the way, I'm a libertarian as well, but not the kind you claim.
Okay. All right.
You cannot use this for any purposes.
Okay, what will you do to me if I use it?
Well, I know you're going to go, oh my God, he's a statist. He's going to use the law to sue me. But no, freedom, if you believe in freedom, then you will not coerce me and use me online.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to leave a public place where a public demonstration is going on. Do you think? Yeah, that's cool. Some of the folks here have said that I should leave.
Can you just stop filming?
I cannot. That would not be appropriate. I mean, the most interesting stuff to film is the stuff where you're under attack, and you guys are attacking me, so I guess I'll... How so?
Because you're sectioning yourself off from the group. We're here to do something, and when people ask you, hey, can I talk to you about this off camera to see what you're actually doing before you do it, you say, no, I won't talk to you unless you're talking on camera. It's kind of strange. It's kind of fishy. It seems like you're just searching for a soundbite to go on your blog and talk about the status or whatever you want to say.
Who wants to know about your big spot?
Committee for Workers International!
Okay, all right. Could I have your name?
Danny Keating.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, you'll get a chance to see it, and you decide whether it's fair or not. Well, yeah, now this has become a story. It was a story about, you know, whether or not the cuts should happen and why they should happen. Now it's a story about whether I can film and, you know, to what extent people are going to come after me for filming and exercising First Amendment right. So far, I guess I could call this crowd kind of hostile but respectful, I guess is probably the best way to put it. How do you think that's wrong? Or do you think I'm wrong in describing it that way?
Have such a spin on this, which is so weird.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Attack you. It's you people who are attacking.
Who is you people, if I might ask? All right. There are other folks who have been here before, recently I guess, to give their opinion.
Don't videotape me, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't get to stop me from videotaping you in a public place. That's not appropriate.
I requested politely.
So what happens next?
Simple request, that's all.
You just seem ridiculous.
A demonstration of lack of respect on your part. That's what happens next.
Could you, I didn't hear that. What, could you say that again, please?
I said, I ask you to stop, and you don't. What happens next is a demonstration of lack of respect on your part.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what happens next.
Okay.
You're a rude individual.
Okay.
So why don't you think women deserve essential health care needs? If the charity or Planned Parenthood can't provide all these things, obviously, you know, the state has come forward and said even individual private health care should fund this for free. Why shouldn't it be a free covered thing?
Oh, I think they do deserve it.
So they do deserve it.
Yeah, they
So
just shouldn't get it through tax dollars. That's all I would say.
What do you mean through tax dollars?
Go to school with tax dollars.
Yeah, like what do you mean not through? The market isn't providing an alternative for these women.
We should privatize roads. That would be a great idea.
Yeah, the market isn't providing an alternative for these women. So what is your alternative?
Well, my alternative is anything that doesn't involve aggression is fine with me.
But this is an aggressive attack. Cutting these funds is turning 20 to 30 women away from Planned Parenthood every day. You don't think this is going to affect the rates of STDs and pregnancy and pelvic exams that aren't being made? I mean, this is...
Terms like aggression are very relative. I mean, what if the women who are dependent on Planned Parenthood view the cutting of their services as an act of aggression?
Is that you, Julia?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, it's good to meet you.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, I'm glad someone trusts me enough to talk to me. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, it's one of those things I just came out to kind of take some pictures and do a couple interviews, but someone didn't like the way I was doing the interview, so now everybody wants me to go away, but I don't think that's appropriate for me to do on a public place like that.
Well, I think in a certain way that if you do respect individual rights and someone says, please, I don't want my picture taken, I think you should kind of respect those rights.
Well, I think I probably would in a private space or if somebody's not doing something public, but this is a public demonstration on a public issue about my money, so I feel a little bit more like I need to be videotaping.
I said you could photograph, but I asked you not to videotape. There's a distinction there, do you see? So if you can't respect that much.
But you started talking to me while I'm standing here talking to somebody else. Wasn't that the third time you've done this now?
Oh, and I'll be happy to.
When you're sitting in front of her talking about her directly in front of everybody, I think that's just a little naive of you to think that she's not going to react to that.
And it's naive of her to think that she can be at a demonstration that's public and I'm not going to take some pictures.
Oh, no.
Well, don't help me. Don't help me in that regard. I get plenty of help on that.
No, you do a good enough job on your own.
All right. All right, thanks, Julia.
Exactly. I live in a very rural area. Nobody would see it.
Take care. Pardon? Thanks, I appreciate that.
Keene, New Hampshire, the capital of libertarian civil disobedience. The folks over at freekeene.com believe this is the place you should be if you believe in peaceful non-cooperation. freekeene.com invites you to the beautiful hills of western New Hampshire and invites you to join their peaceful evolution. freekeene.com